Opensea, the OG NFT trading marketplace from like 5 years ago, is finally going to be dropping their token, ticker symbol C. And right now there is still time to farm this and potentially earn some rewards before their TGE. So in this video, we're going to break down a few of the different strategies that you can use to level up for this and try to get a share of the C token. Now, I wanted to say something up front. For this airdrop, there is going to be a retroactive portion, which has already been confirmed by the team for traders on the Opensea platform from going all the way back several years ago until now. But they also launched this new program where you can earn points and level up your treasure chest in order to qualify for some tokens and other rewards as well. So in this video, I'm going to be mainly focusing on this campaign that they're running right now. Obviously, for the retroactive stuff, if you trade a lot of NFTs on this platform previously, that may help you get an allocation. But moving forward, and for people that have no previous exposure to this platform, this is the main way that you can try to get a share of the C token. So for starters, what you're going to want to do is log into OpenSea if you haven't already. Click up here where you see the little treasure chest icon, or over here on the rewards tab, and then claim your chest. You're going to start out with the basic one, which is the wood chest, but then you have an opportunity to level it up, and at each level you can potentially qualify for better and better rewards. The pool of rewards for this campaign is going to include allocations of the C token, but also allocations of other tokens and NFTs. So as I say right here in this post on X announcing the program, the treasures that you unlock in these chests will play a meaningful role when the OpenSea Foundation shares TGE details. So I'm thinking it's pretty safe to assume that this is going to include some allocations for the C token, and of course they've noted here that the retroactive activity will also be rewarded with its own separate allocation. So multiple different ways to get a share of this. But aside from the C token allocations, they've got actually millions of dollars worth of other tokens like OP and ARB tokens, as well as NFTs. And they keep announcing that they've acquired new NFTs and tokens to add to this. So for example, just today they posted this, a bunch of other NFTs in the pool, as well as some ETH and some more ARB tokens. So there's a lot of rewards to be had here. Now the thing about this is there is an element of randomness to it. So it says that grand prizes can be discovered by anyone, although if you have a higher level chest, there's a higher likelihood that you're actually going to get a solid reward. And this leads to the next and the main point of this video, which is how can you level up your chest and qualify, or at least have a higher likelihood of qualifying for better rewards. These are the ways that you can do it. So basically it's going to boil down to trading on the OpenSea platform, completing the daily voyages, and collecting surprise shipments if you can get them. So we'll talk about each one of these. For starters, there's the daily voyages. So every day when you log in to OpenSea, you may find that there's different tasks down here that you can complete. And if you complete them, you can claim some points, which will go towards leveling up your chest. So for example, today I completed these 3 tasks, which are basically buy an NFT from a verified collection over $50, buy one on Abstract, and then buy one on any chain worth $5. The more expensive the NFT that you have to purchase, the more points that you get. Now here's actually a pro tip, a piece of alpha for completing these daily voyages when it comes to buying NFTs. I'm assuming that you're not going to want to buy and hold these NFTs long term. So what you're going to want to do is find a collection that gives you an opportunity to get in and out quickly with the minimal loss in terms of slippage that you can possibly get. So what I recommend, especially for these tasks that have you buy an NFT on any chain, is to click on the button where it says View Collections, select a chain with cheap transaction fees, like Base, for example, or another layer 2, and then check out the 1-day volume. Sort by 1-day volume, because what this is going to show you is the collections that have high volume, meaning that there's a lot of trading, and so you won't be stuck holding a liquid JPEG. You'll be able to buy one and then sell it immediately. And I actually strongly suspect that some of these collections are literally just created for the purposes of wash trading to complete these daily challenges. For example, this collection here, DX Terminal on Base, has 1-day sales of 123,000 NFTs volume of 644 ETH. But if we click on this collection, it's just super random with random names, obviously terrible, ugly ass art, and is just moving like crazy. So what you want to do to complete these tasks quickly is find a collection like this. There's other ones as well. Buy one of them, then really quickly just accept the top offer or list it for the floor, sell it as fast as you can, and then you can go back over to the rewards tab and claim your reward. So that's literally what I did for this common 50-point task right here. And once you complete it, you can claim the reward and the points will go towards leveling up your chest. So that is the daily task, and that is my pro tip for being able to complete them quickly and with minimal risk of actually losing money. Do not buy a collection that has low one-day volume, low one-day sales, because you're just going to be stuck holding that NFT and you won't be able to get your money back out. Okay, quickly, let's talk about the surprise shipments. This has happened to me maybe once or twice on the Opensea platform, and you'll get a pop-up or a little thing that shows you when you get a surprise shipment, and all you have to do is claim that. Not much to be said there. So the other way, and really the most effective way that you can level up your chest, is by trading on the Opensea platform. So going back to this wash trading collection here from DX Terminal, let me just buy one of them and we'll see how many experience points I get for it. I got this ugly MFer here. So if we go back to the rewards page and click on my activity, you can see that since I purchased Boring Pete from that collection, I earned 24 points. Really not much. Now I can just go back over to this collection immediately and then sell this into the top offer for exactly what I paid for it, minus the fees to Opensea, and get most of my money back. So I am going to be taking some slippage on these trades because every time you trade an NFT, Opensea takes 1%. And you don't actually earn any points for the voyage by selling NFTs, you earn points by buying them. So as you can see, the sell transaction didn't actually earn me any rewards, and I did take that 1% fee on the trade. Now you can do this to level up your chest, but my issue with this is that A, there's a 1% fee on all of these trades, and B, it is going to be difficult to move the amount of volume that you need unless you're actually wash trading expensive collections worth thousands of dollars, because the amount of points that I get for trading these little $5 collections like this is minimal, well, $20, but still. So in my opinion, a far easier and also slightly cheaper way to do this is to just trade tokens, actual coins, through the Opensea platform. Apparently they're not just an NFT marketplace anymore, but you can actually buy and sell actual tokens on, I think, 22 different networks through this platform. And from what I've seen on X and in Discord, this is the method that most people have been using to level up their chests quickly. Now the concept here is similar to that of just trading random NFTs to move volume, except that you can actually move larger volume with a lower fee, because the fee for trading tokens on Opensea is 0.85% as opposed to 1%. So it's slightly cheaper. You'll take slightly less of a hit to the bottom line. So as you can see, if I'm going to swap some ETH here, 0.33 ETH is going to get me 0.269 staked ETH from Lido, but the total cost of this transaction is about $12. So let's go ahead and make this swap, and I'll show you the actual results of this over in the rewards tab, because this is relatively a high value transaction here compared to the cheap NFT that I just purchased. So yeah, as you can see, I moved from a tier 1 to tier 2 in this chest, and really to move up, all I would need to do is trade a lot of volume through their token swaps. Now, in order to get to the highest level chests, it is going to cost a pretty solid amount of money. Depending on what chest you want to get to, you're going to spend hundreds or even thousands of dollars in fees to get there. And so this is kind of a pay to play situation. This is not a referral airdrop though, so really it is kind of an even playing field for people that are willing to play this game. So then really what it boils down to is, do you think it's going to be worth it to spend some money in fees to level up your chest? You can definitely come back and do the daily voyages for relatively minimal costs and level up to a certain point. But if you want to get to these higher level chests, it's going to cost some money. You're going to have to do it either by trading expensive NFT collections or by trading tokens on the platform. In terms of a little bit of data on how many people are going to have the different levels of chests, there's this post right here. I think this is pretty recent. Yeah, this is from just a day ago. And the TLDR is that the vast majority of people have only got the first couple of chests unlocked. And when we get up into the mid tiers and the higher tiers, it's a very small percentage of people. So you can potentially use data like this to judge how much you want to spend and where you want to land on this spectrum. So spending between maybe $100 and $150, I was able to get up to the Chromium chest. I'm not sure if it's going to be worth it to go all the way to the top. Obviously, there's going to be some whales that just burn money in fees to get there. But if you're planning on farming this, I would say use your own judgment. Definitely you can do these daily voyages with relatively low risk. But then there is a bit of a lottery or a randomness component to it, because even if you burn, let's say, $2,000 to get to the topaz or the sapphire chest, and you have really bad luck when you open it, you're not actually guaranteed to get the best rewards. For myself personally, I'm probably not going to go all the way to the end. I'm probably going to cap out somewhere in the mid-range here, because I don't feel like burning thousands on what may end up being a lotto ticket. However, I think that there could be solid rewards from this campaign, so I am willing to take at least a little bit of a stab at it. Another very important point is that there is a countdown here on the right-hand side. So we have, at this point, as of the time of this recording, 3 weeks left to level up and earn a better chance of getting solid rewards from this. And you can track the countdown right here. So if you're going to burn fees on this, make sure that you actually do it within the time frame that's allotted. Anyways, that is the TLDR on the Opensea airdrop situation right now. Hopefully you found this little breakdown and explainer helpful. Thanks so much for watching, and have yourself a great day.